chapter 5, verses 21 through 43. And this is the story of the healing of two daughters. And at the beginning of the text, a leader of a synagogue, Jairus, comes to Jesus, falling at Jesus' feet and begging him that he might come with him to his house, where he has a little daughter who is at the point of death. He asks that Jesus may come and lay his hands on her, that she might be saved, that she might be healed and live. And while Jesus resolves to go with him, a great crowd is following him and is pressing in on him. And there's one there in the crowd, another daughter, another woman. And this woman, the text says, has had a flow of blood unceasingly for 12 years. And she thinks to herself, knowing about the reputation of Jesus to heal, that if I could but touch his garment, his clothes, I would be saved. I would be healed. I would be made well. And so she comes up behind Jesus. She follows after Jesus in the crowd, and she touches his clothes. And the text says that immediately the hemorrhage or the flow of blood dried up. It stopped. And she knew, the text says, she felt in her body that she was healed. And Jesus also felt something, even though there was a great crowd that was rubbing against him. He recognized this particular touch. And he said, "Who touched me?" And his disciples said to him, "How can you say, 'Who touched me?' Because all of these people here are touching you." But Jesus insisted that somebody in particular, with intention, was reaching out to him and had touched him, and he felt the power go out from him. And so he looked around, he continued to look around. And then the woman who had been healed, the text says that she fell at his feet, much the way that Jairus earlier in the story has fallen at Jesus' feet. And she, in fear and trembling, not knowing how she might be received. And Jesus says to her, "Daughter," he calls her, "your faith, your trust, your belief in the healing power that is within me has made you well. Go in peace and be made whole from your disease." Now, at this very moment, some people arrive from Jairus's home. And what they say is this: "Do not bother the teacher." That is, do not bother Jesus any longer, because your daughter is dead. But Jesus says to Jairus, "Do not fear, only believe." Do not fear, but keep on having faith that I am able to help you. And so they press through the discouraging news, and they go to the home, and they enter into the home, and they go to the place where Jairus' daughter is lying. And Jesus grasps her by the hand and lifts her up and says to her in Aramaic, Talitha cum, or little girl, arise. And the little girl begins to walk around. And Jesus instructs her parents to give her something to eat. And so also Jairus' daughter is healed, is saved through the hand of Jesus and the word of Jesus saying to her, daughter, arise. And in the middle of the story, the woman with the flow of blood is made whole from her disease by her faith in the power of Jesus to heal, which was expressed when she reached out her hand and touched Jesus. So in either case, it is the hands that stand for or that symbolize, that express faith in the power of Jesus to heal. Jairus came in faith, asking that Jesus might lay his hands on his daughter, something that Jesus then went and did. Jairus had faith in the hands of Jesus to heal. And out of the woman's faith that Jesus could heal her from her affliction, she also reached out her hand and touched him that she might be saved. And so Jesus also says to us, go in peace and be healed, be made whole from whatever it is that troubles you. Amen.